Hello, everyone. Good morning. Ooh, it is early, but it is a good day. I personally love Mondays. What do you guys think? I have, well, it's not early for me. It's the afternoon, and I went and worked out over lunch. So, yes, my hair is wet, and there's no filter to filter out wet hair, but I like to air dry because, I don't know, my hair likes it better. So, here we are just doing our thing anyway. If you learn anything from this live today, let it be that. But really, what I wanted to talk about, and I think this will be fairly quick, more quick than most of my lives, which I'm trying to get shorter, is to share the one thing that has held me back in the past, held me back from success, and how you can identify if you might be in this position and how to reposition the way that you think about this idea. And it is the act of consuming more than you do. Consumption over action. There are so many online courses and books and blog posts and podcasts and videos. And yes, I am very grateful if you tune into a Facebook or an Instagram Live or a podcast or read a blog of mine or become a part of one of my courses or workshops. That is amazing. But as a participant, it is your duty to make sure that for everything you consume, you also take action. So my confession is that I am addicted to consuming. I am an info junkie. I personally love learning. I've always said that if I had, a bajillion dollars and I didn't have to work for money, I would actually just learn. I would go back to college and go to multiple different colleges throughout my life, and I would take all these different classes in like musical theater and history and art, and I would just do it all because I personally love learning and consuming information. I think it is so cool what people teach and in ways that they teach it and what you can do with that sort of knowledge. So I would be very happy to just consume all day. But what I quickly realized in the first year or even 2 years of my business was that constantly consuming wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like I was just going to be thinking that the next course I took was going to be the secret to my success, or this blog post, I have to read it, I'm going to bookmark it and make sure I'm in the perfect environment when I do read it so I can take notes, so that that is going to lead to me signing more clients or having a really killer launch. But the truth is, you can take in as much information as you want. You can get all the crazy secrets and hacks and tactics and strategies, but without actually implementing them, obviously you don't get any results. And so there are so many people that love to sign up for things and then not even finish the actual learning part of it, let alone start taking action while they're learning or right after they've committed to consuming. So it's all about the action. It's all about taking regular, consistent, and massive action. That is going to get you results. And the other thing on top of that, and I think the reason why people don't take action and they just stay in the consumption phase is because of perfectionism. So many of us are struggling with needing to be perfect, needing to have the perfect solution or the perfect design or whatever it is to appear perfect in order to put ourselves out there. And that can be crippling because that just ultimately means that you are unwilling to fail. But so many people fail their way to success because they're willing to try things knowing that it might be a failure, and from there they're going to just learn from it, rework it, and deliver it. And that's going to help them. That's going to help them figure out what works and what doesn't, and ultimately get them to the place they need to be. So being willing to fail and being willing to fail again and again and again. So you can learn what not to do and ultimately then learn what to do. So you can learn where to avoid or who to avoid or what to avoid, and thus be able to get way more specific on who you're targeting and where they are and what it is that they want. So this is the secret to success: taking action and being comfortable with, potential failures. Hello, thank you for joining. So I like to think about it this way. It is no wonder that 1 in 8 of the world's billionaires are college dropouts. Isn't that crazy? We think we need a college education. And yes, there is, research that shows that if you do invest in a college education, you're more likely to make more money. But we think, that knowledge is the secret, be above and beyond kind of the basic fundamentals of learning. We think even more knowledge will mean even more success, when in fact, so many people just stop learning and start taking action. And that's really where they go from, graduating from college and having a solid job to being that one person who reaches the pinnacle, who continues to rise and continues to grow their impact and their wealth. So success isn't necessarily derived from consumed knowledge. It's derived from grit. It's derived from the people who are willing to go out there and take action without overanalyzing or without being afraid that they're going to fail. So it's derived from the person who's willing to, spend maybe 1/4 of their time consuming and 3/4 of their time taking action, failing, and doing it again. So if I can share any piece of advice today, other than go on live with wet hair because we don't have time to waste, is to also consume less, take action more. And that means for every 15 minutes of content you consume, go out there and do, 45 minutes to an hour of creating, writing emails, writing blog posts, doing your own live stream, doing a podcast, pitching yourself, getting on the phone with potential clients, finding people to network with, attending something, going out there and putting yourself out there and sharing what it is that you do and whose lives you can change and what results they can ultimately get. So that's what I have for today. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful start to your week. If you want to take your business to the next level, and this is where you can ultimately consume very quickly and take action and then go out and put it into practice, you can start setting your purpose-driven revenue goals by going to wanderwealthy.com/roadmap. It's my roadmap that I use to start implementing a system that helps my clients see that making and managing their money doesn't have to be difficult. So wanderwealthy.com/roadmap, and then you're going to define these purpose-driven revenue goals, which will be there for you while you take action. You can keep looking at them. I have mine on my wall. You can keep looking at them for inspiration, knowing why it is you're doing this and why you now spend only 1/4 or less of your time consuming and the rest of it creating, pitching, doing the work. All right. So I will probably see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you all wander wealthy. Bye.